innovated the ways how to teach grammar for language skills. I would take one example of teaching tenses and show you how tenses can be taught in reference to, in context to raising language skills. So let us first go through the slides. Yeah. The first question rises, and this is matter of controversy: how much grammar and how much not? Whether what is the limit up to what grammar should be given importance in language teaching, and how much the language should be given priority. But here we must remember that language is always for grammar. So that is just vice versa. Grammar is always for language. Grammar is not for grammar itself, as I pointed out earlier too. It is always for language. So it must be conducive. Grammar teaching must be conducive to raise the language. And what is language? Language is a set of skills. So certainly it should be taken as the means and medium of raising language skills. Okay, so why should we teach grammar? Let us see. To help developing and strengthening skills, not only for grammar, but to help developing and strengthening skills, to promote accuracy in expression. This grammar infuses confidence and ease, it promotes accuracy in expression, and it helps us developing and strengthening skills if we teach and learn in that spirit. Okay, I'll show you. I have promised that I will show you by an example teaching tenses. Okay, next. How to teach grammatical items? There are two ways, two well-known ways. You all know inductive method and deductive method. Inductive method is from examples to rules, and deductive method is first you give the rules to the students and thereby come to the particular examples. Both are the ways we take up, and we have already discussed that the method that is the suitable for your class, that is the good method. So we need not discuss here whether inductive is alright or deductive is better, but we can apply whichever is suitable to our class. Next slide. Okay, next. Steps of teaching. Forms to be contained. How do you teach grammar for skills? What is there in grammar? Grammar tells us the form of sentences, structures it gives. It gives structures. And what are structures used for? They are used for communication, responding to a particular situation that we were calling that day contextualization. So we need to equip our students with the forms, with the structures first, and associate these structures with the situation of real life first of all, but we have to make them acquainted with forms, and then function or contextualization is what we call. Function means let that form be associated to a particular real life situation where it can be used to describe and to communicate it to the listener. Then developing a direct bond, both are correct, acceptable. Developing a direct bond between thought and expression, we have already discussed it in terms of speaking English. Direct bond, how to eliminate mother tongue, how to directly establish a bond between the real life situation and the structure in the intended language, that is English. Yes, that is to develop direct bond between thought and expression. That is why I am running through, because we have already discussed these things. Yeah. Grammar for skills. Grammar for reading, grammar for speaking, Grammar for writing. Thus infuse accuracy, ease and confidence. Okay, though I am going to give an example to it, but still a little discussion is required here at this juncture. Grammar for reading. When the student, that there is reading passage in the examination hall, the student is running through to get the answer. Okay, they guess the answer, and they pick that portion of the passage and they write. Sometimes they write such a longer answer, though it is not required. Only one line or one or two sentence words are required, but they write 4 or 5 lines answer because they are not confident about the accuracy of the answer. If they know grammar, it may a little help them. If they have time, it may help them. Sometimes you know that students know the word meanings, but they don't know the sentence meaning. Because they don't know, they are not acquainted with the structure, particular structure that is used there. So they cannot create, imagine the situation, which situation is being communicated through this structure. So their knowledge of structure and grammar will help them there, even in reading, to be very confident and particular in giving, finding, selecting, scheming the answer that is required. And in grammar for speaking, certainly we have already discussed that, especially in our North India, where it is very difficult to create a speaking atmosphere and let the students learn directly the direct method. Here we take always the help of grammar. So how to take the help of grammar? That is, we teach the forms, grammatical forms, the structures, and associating it with the real life situation, and thereby giving them the drill and exercise, and let them come up in using those structures and speaking it out. I will show you now through example. When I am coming to the example, okay, thus infuse accuracy, ease, and confidence.